なんかいろいろアンロックされたっぽいな。は変わらずか。ミランドラ・マントデア。うん。俺はいつか自分の両親に殺されるかもしれない。話をちゃんと聞く気だね。この女性は何者か。うん。死体泥棒。
It always starts like that, doesn't it? A dame with a trembling voice, a mysterious case. Then comes the inevitable shitstorm. Can't wait. Melandra dared to come here alone, so she's a strong and upright gal. Breaking her certainly won't be easy, but maybe she'll open up to me if I approach her gently.
なるほど。
Break or open. Either way could lead to success, as long as I don't fall flat on my face.
誠実に。
Let's start at the beginning. With your husband.
Milo Masterson.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Masterson? You mean you didn't take your husband's name?
Don't get me wrong, I loved him very much, but in our family, women don't usually do that. It's our way of keeping more of our independence.
I get it.
ああ、なんか始まったな。一匹でここに来たという事実からも明らかなように、ミランドラは強く誠実な女性だ。うん。あ、これさっきのあれか。追い詰めるか心を開かせるか。旦那さんが亡くなったのは
When exactly did your husband die?
A week and a half ago.
And when did you discover that his body was missing?
3 days ago.
旦那顔が近い。
And what's happened since then?
I tried to convince myself to come here.
I see you succeeded.
Lucky me.
You know, the last dame in distress who came to me ended up in a pretty bad way.
I'm not your typical shy housewife type, Mr. Featherland. I'll fight my own battles if I have to. But I'll also admit when I'm not up to the task.
No, that's a really useful quality. I envy you.
You don't often admit when you need help, do you?
You nailed it, sweet chops. But let's talk about you.
プラ中だって。
Tell me, Toots, were you alone when you found the body?
I'd just arrived home, and he was in the restroom with a newspaper in his hand. That's where he met his end.
Oh, tough break. Sorry.
死因は何だろうな。
Don't be. He loved that place. A few minutes of solitude and peace. And, well, he was home and relatively happy. It's quite a peaceful death, especially where we come from.
Now, I can think of a better way.
Heroic deaths belong to heroic stories. Our story was simple and peaceful. That's why it upsets me that this peace has been disturbed.
I guess you're right. You know, you have a very healthy view of the world.
When you've had almost everything taken away from you, you learn to appreciate the little things.
Once again, you're right.
だこの下2つはマイナスになりそうだよな。
Can you tell me what a typical day was like for your husband?
He worked in a textile factory. He got up in the morning, went to work, came straight home
普
afterwards.
通の
We
仕
spent
事
the
だ
evening
ね。
together, rinse and repeat. But then he lost his job.
ほう。工場が閉鎖。
And Milo changed?
More like everything changed. The factory was replaced by a new meat substitute plant. You know, the one that makes those horrible fake meat products. Milo couldn't continue working, so he looked for anything else.
Anything else?
He shined shoes when he had to, ran errands, but nothing lasted long. Then he met a strange guy who pretended to be a private detective, but he looked more like a tramp.
Wait a minute. One of those antlered guys? I mean, a stag beetle?
You know him.
Frank Half-Armed Castellini. Oh, yeah. I know him. He was the only insect in the academy. Then, not long before the Segregation Act, he got bounced from the force.
Milo helped him out for a while, all kinds of courier work. But he soon left him. He always said Frankie's a troublemaker.
Well, I can back you up on that.
これ選択肢一つだ。
Well, wait a minute. Why didn't you go to Frank instead of me?
This Frank was a strange, creepy guy. Scattered, dirty, like a bum.
で、オープニングで殺されたと思われるクワガタはフランクか？
I knew Frank a long time ago. He's a strange one, all right. But he's an exceptional detective.
I'm sure he is, Mr. Featherland, but I still wasn't happy about Milo hanging around him.
Afraid he'd be dragged into some murky business?
I was almost sure of it. I felt it in my antennae. I often sense things like that.
Is that why you came to me? You want me to look into Frank?
I want you to find out what happened to my husband's body. That's all I want. Nothing more, nothing less.
Hmm. ミロの性格。
What kind of personality was Milo? How would you describe him in a few words?
Calm, patient, devoted.
You really loved him, didn't you?
I love him even now, Mr. Featherland.
Well, then your husband was a lucky man.
Thank you.
Did he tell you exactly what he did for Frank?
Never in detail, just that he was a kind of errand boy. He got things from A to B.
それは
Nothing more unusual than that?
何を運んでたかだよな。
One night, he came home really upset. After that, he never went to Frank's again.
Well, that's a pity. It could easily have had something to do with his disappearance, and maybe even his death. Tell me, are you a religious insect?
I was raised religious, yes, but we don't follow the Great Light, Mr. Featherland.
How do you mean?
You see, old insect habits are conspicuous, and many try to fit in by abandoning them and adopting animal customs or religion instead.
How did Milo feel about that? Did he support this spiritual separation?
Actually, I wouldn't have supported it either if I didn't have to. But this way, I had the chance to work in town for a while as a secretary. I can't do that anymore, religion or no religion.
Because of the Segregation Act.
As you say, Mr. Featherland.
うん。
Okay, give me one good reason why I should care about this.
Look, I can't pay you much, but
It was never about the money, but I'm still a cop. I don't do...
you're saying you don't do private investigations? Not what I heard. Rumor is when the Wessler Empire...
Oh, let's not dwell on the past. This is a different kind of case.
Because of the Hive, right? So you won't take the case.
Well, maybe. So, you've been looking into this all on your own?
I had no choice. I searched the cemetery, but I didn't find a soul. There's an old bug working there. His name's Uncle Joe, kind of a local legend. Almost everybody knows him. He didn't see anything, but he couldn't have seen much because he was drunk as a skunk.
I guess the police didn't bother to question him.
The police? Please.
Have others disappeared from the cemetery, or just your husband?
His was actually the third, and then 3 others went missing, as I heard.
そうなんだ。
You say 6 bodies are on the loose?
Don't put it that way. But yes, that's what I know.
And this, Uncle Joe fella, what else do I need to know about him?
When I talked to him, he was scared. I guess he was either beaten or threatened, probably both.
Well, thank you for answering my questions, Missy.
So, the interview, that was it?
You'd better not leave town. Stick around. It's the best thing to do.
So be it, Mr. Featherland.
You see? That's what I'm talking about.
中立2つもあったか。何かに巻き込まれた。あ、リトライもできんだね。優しい。まあ続行でいこう。
Does this mean you'll take the case?
Well, if I don't do it, no one will, right?
Not likely.
First, I need to talk to Marty, my partner.
It seems everything they say about you is true.
I hope not. But please don't go anywhere until I get back. I'll look into it, but it'd be extremely dangerous for you to be out there.
I don't want to be a burden, Mr. Featherland.
It would be a much bigger burden if I had to go out and look for you.
Maybe... All right. You're right.
Good. Make yourself, comfortable. Clucking hell. What am I doing? The Hive. I swore to myself I'd never go back to that place. Well, that's me in a nutshell. I stood there like a crumbling old statue. Meanwhile, my doom crept in through the crack beneath the door like cigarette smoke. I could smell it. What can I say? Marty's gonna be over the moon. Ever since the chicken police came back into the spotlight, he's been looking for trouble. Well, if there's one place we can get it, that's the Hive. But first, I have to find that oversized feather pillow.
Then... Are you about to start now?
I need to talk to my partner, but essentially, yes. The clock is already ticking.
That's reassuring to hear.
ん？電話番号。まだこれ1個ロックされてんのよ。ロックされてんだけど、どうすりゃいいんだ俺。あれもうアンロックされて、あれあれおかしいな。もう鍵開いてたわ。そもそも開いてたわ、鍵が。55432ね。 なんで開いてんの？まあいっか。マーティ・マクチキン、相棒を迎えに行く。ゴキブリ町でのトラブル。あは、調査対象がいっぱいあるね。大いなる光、昆虫たちが信じる宗教って感じだね。信仰か。帝国の崩壊、チキンポリスが最後に注目を集めた事件。これ前作だ。一作目の物語だ。代理肉、ミート。この世界肉食獣もいるので、肉食獣が人を殺さないためにもこうフェイクミート、偽のお肉が工場で作られてると。グロービル教がクロウビル教、これ動物側の宗教だね。じゃあ細かいよね、設定が。女神ハリーティ、破壊の神プタプティ、沈黙と虚無を司る亡霊ヌクバティティ。最後の光、昆虫たちのカルト宗教。はあ。フランク・カステリーニ。よし。これ電話をしろって感じ？電話はここにあるな。
Let's see.
なんだっけ、555-342？ 432。
Let's see.
Eh? 出ない。
Nothing. Strange. Marty always answers the phone, no matter how late I call. Maybe he's at the station.
新しいアイテムの秘密が明かされた。秘密が明かされただからもう明かされてんのか。そういうことだ。555111。自分で探して、自分でこうやって探して、明かされる秘密もあるし、こう話の流れで明かされる秘密もあると。そういうことね。でなんだっけ555111。
Let's see.
あれミスった。
Fargo Police
Oh, dito.
Department, how can I help you?
Hey, Mon.
Is that you, Sonny? What's up, Chief?
Is Marty in there?
He's left already. Why?
あれ
Nothing. I'll go look for him at home, I guess.
Okay, Boss Bird. But tell me, is everything all right? You sound kind of strange.
Oh, come on, Mon. You know it's never all right.
Just the usual. Well, take care of yourself, okay?
Later, sweetheart.
Bye, Sonny.
行くか、じゃあ。マーティの
Is there
家
a。problem, Mr. Featherland?
No, nothing. Just, my partner.
Look, if this is becoming a problem, then maybe...
No, nothing like that. I'll have to look for him. I'd probably better go see him at home.
I see. Well, then I hope you're successful.
Yeah, me too. I was ready for the big journey around the wilderness. But a mysterious woman in a hood came to ruin everything. Sound familiar? And she came straight from the hive, fellas, with a case that looked like straight suicide. Did I take it? Cluck, yes, because that's me. The perfect schmuck. The power of the crown has been weakened, and Clawville is on the brink of total collapse. The insects exiled to the hive are rioting, and the place is ravaged by gang warfare. The city has always crawled with crime and filth, but now it's worse than ever. And what do? I jump right in. Now all I had to do was get Marty, my partner, to back me up. But he strangely refused to pick up the phone. I wonder what could have happened to him.
You can't do this to me. You just can't.
なんか怒ってるな。チャプター1。From the Hive with Love。なんだ？何投げてる？靴？なんだ？なんか降ってきてるな。まあこっちだよな。これも見たいけど、どんな色使いなのか。チキンポリスといえばノワールモード。なんか切り替えることで話の流れが変わったりはしないよね。
What the fluffy, feathery, scaly clucking hell's going on here? Hey, buddy, you all right?
You hear me, honey? That's not how
あ
this
あ、
works.
恋人と喧嘩してん
it's
だ。
not.
Yeah, Marty. Hello, Marty.
I've been drinking, right? That I'm drunk? Huh?
Marty. Hey, partner. Hey, buddy. Oh, goddamn featherhead.
Tearing me apart, Laura!
Oh, no chance. I've got to get him out of this state somehow.
うんでその彼女が上から服とかなんかいろいろ放り投げてきてんだな。ここだ。何をそんな喧嘩してんの。
It's a tidy little neighborhood and a tidy little house with probably tidy little neighbors. Neighbors who don't deserve this shit show. Marty's beloved Vectra Ball. Pretty cold of Laura to chuck that out, but it might just be useful.
ゲット、ポールゲット。
Ah, my good old Cobbett. He's seen better days. He rattles and clatters, but he won't give up. Remind you of anyone?
ベクトラ。バスケットボールみたいな感じか。まあ、特に秘密はない。サニーの部屋。違う、マーティの巣。小切れなアパート。あ、彼女じゃなくて奥さんだ。妻ローラがここに住んでる。一体何がどうなってる？
It's impossible to dislodge him. I have to distract him somehow. He's not gonna talk to me until I get him out of this state.
じゃあ。
Hey, I know you can hear me! Everyone is listening to us, don't you care? Ouch! Hey!
Finally! Good evening, partner.
What the hell, man?
Hey, Marty. Everything okay, buddy?
What? Of course it's you. Who else would it be?
Are you, by any chance, a little tipsy, Marty?
You just don't cluck at me about drinking here, okay?
I didn't say anything.
Well, don't. Because...
Listen, Marty. All this stuff here. Yeah, Laura didn't, she didn't throw you out, did she?
What? Me? Ha! I can't be thrown out. I'm Marty Cluckin' McChicken. Did you hear me, honey? I can't be thrown out.
Take it easy, Marty.
Actually, I threw her out. Yeah?
Yeah, sure. Let's get your stuff and get out of here, okay?
Okay, Boss Bird, but promise us we're gonna do something stupid.
Huh. That I'm sure.
これ巣箱連れてくんじゃないか？
Wait a minute. Just one tiny minute.
Yeah. Marty, no.
Laura!
Come on.
Laura!
Oh, for Cluck's sake. Look, I got something in the car that'll help you.
新しい手がかり。車のトランクに特効薬。
Here it is, my beloved flask. Contains a
な
killer
るほどね。
cocktail handed down to me by good old Dr. Bubo.
フクロウ先生からもらったカクテル。
It's impossible to dislodge him. I have to distract him somehow.
What the? You wanna kill me?
Take a few deep breaths and everything will be fine.
Crazy clucking son of a chicken.
Well,
大丈夫か？
better?
Yes. Lucky you.
Well, there you go.
But never again.
Agreed. Shall we go?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, and if you puke in my car, I'll pluck you and cook you alive.
Yeah, let's just get out of here.
That's my boy.
マーティマークチキンは完了で、あ、警察行くんだ。行きましょう。
I'd never seen Marty so dead drunk. It didn't bode well for the evening. I was just about to call the whole thing off, but after a nap in the passenger seat, he woke up, innocent as a day-old chick. Fists, bullets, or booze, this damn cock dodged them all, but Laura hit the only tender spot he has, his overly large heart. We were standing outside the station, waiting for him to compose himself before going in. He avoided my gaze, and I didn't blame him. In over 10 years of working together, I've never seen him let himself get this low. Well, there's a first time for everything.
Listen, man, I...
Don't get started, Marty, okay? Just take a deep breath, and let's get going.
Yeah, right. You just forgot to tell me what we're doing here.
Well, I didn't want to wake you. You were snoring so sweetly in the car.
Sorry.
Right now, we need paperwork to enter the Hive.
Yeah, sure. Wait, what?
You heard it right, partner. We got some business in Roachtown. Anyway, it'll give Laura a chance to cool off.
Oh, clucking hell. Can we maybe not talk about that?
Whatever suits you, partner.
Listen, do you have an aspirin? My brain is trying to burst out of my skull.
Nope. But if Monica's here, I'm sure she'll help you.
Ah, good. She's always there when you need her, huh?
Uh-huh. I just hope the old bone chewer won't be in.
多分所長だな、この骨かじりじじい。犬でしょう。
Blood boil? You know the dog that barks doesn't bite.
Yeah, right. Just sends you on unpaid leave.